Staring at a little piece of paper in your hands, your eyes widen with disbelief and your mouth lets an enormous sigh. How could it be so that the energy bill more than doubled over the span of a mere month? How could you pay back all the electric bills with a current inadequate wage? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is a problem that we all face throughout the world. Worse, the financial system is destabilized and developing countries are struggling to achieve their economic growth targets. This is the reality that we face under the shadows of the war in Ukraine. The world is facing not only military confrontations, but also economic and social ones. While Sustainable Development Goal A recognizes the importance of high levels of economic productivity for well-paid jobs and resource efficiency, this goal is widely hindered by the impact of the tragic war. To start with, the war in Ukraine has shaken the world with a global energy crisis. You see, with the war having shaken the trade routes leading to and from Russia, the majority of the countries that primarily got their energy sources from Russia had no choice but to experience severe energy shortages. This energy crisis has led to inflation, which has left a financial strain on countless families and businesses alike. With this financial burden to carry, it is needless to say that many innocent global citizens, some of our very own neighbors, are forced to lower their quality of life. While this global energy crisis has primarily caused many countries to find alternative methods of gaining energy, most of these methods have done detrimental impact on our environment and therefore us as well. Unable to use natural gas from Russia, many countries have resolved to burn fuels that emit CO2, which contributes to global warming. Since global warming can lead to extreme weather changes that affect the way of life, the overall global warming disaster can leave a huge impact on this. Moreover, the war in Ukraine has disrupted the financial system all over the world. The war between Russia and Ukraine has left many countries in political turmoil, leading to a sudden change in trade routes, as illustrated by the energy crisis. This has caused many traders to find alternative ways to trade that are both unstable and expensive. Now that the risk of getting and transporting the supplies increased sharply, the prices of the goods naturally skyrocketed. As a result, inflation has spread throughout the entire country, putting a strain on the wallets of everyday citizens. With this financial burden to carry, it is needless to say that there has also been a raise in base rates, making borrowing money more expensive. In all, the war disrupted the financial system. Furthermore, these economic and social struggles are especially evident in developing countries. For example, food shortages, yet another side effect of the war, are coming to spotlight. As Ukraine has long been a major producer of wheat and corn, then accessibility to food, adding with each of the country's concerns, is becoming too overwhelming for developing countries. Take Somalia, for instance. Many Somali citizens have been battling with a drought for a long time. Now that there has been an additional factor of a cut in their supply, they are devastated. Some 6.5 million people are facing acute food insecurity even at this very moment. Brothers and sisters, it is now time for us to take action. For the past year and a half or so, the main focus of the war has perhaps been stopping the war itself. However, this war, I believe, is not only the battle of those in the actual war ground, but also every single one of us here, and especially those living in developing countries. Therefore, I believe that we need to come together to enforce laws so that SDGA can be strengthened. By joining forces together, we can not only help ourselves, but also our neighbors who are suffering, and truly make a difference even in this time of hardship. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Irene. That was clearly very well practiced. I did have a question because you're talking about economics kind of around the world, but I want to focus a little bit on Ukraine specifically. How do you think once the war is over, we could help Ukraine regain some of their economic productivity?
Well, to speak about the solution, I believe that there is no one straightforward approach since economics and the global economics are just all interconnected together. However, for Ukraine specifically, I believe that by getting a lot of resources together and sending them over to Ukraine, I think we can just supply them with resources such as food, education for the next generation, and etc., so that we can help them grow and get better as one country so that they can just contribute to global economy in general as the time goes by so that we can all recover together.
Cool. Thank you very much.